Capricorn, to save some time, I already shuffled and laid out the cards. This month brings you the opportunity for the spirit to get together with the material, and more importantly, it's breaking the material, that stranglehold that you have on your heart and your spirit about the gold coin and the pocketbook. Okay, this month gives you a real freedom from that kind of thinking, and confidence in your inner self, that know that you have the control, that you're the boss in a lot of scenarios, while combined with the high priestess is also here, the spiritual arts, our connection to God and the universe. And that's kind of who you are. Capricorn, remember, you're half ram, so like Aries, but half fish, like Pisces. So you rule the material world, but you also rule the spirit world. And we're all meant to be guided towards the spirit, more importantly than anything else. And this kind of month gives you the chance to really kind of get into that groovy vibe and use it to your advantage. There's new changes on the horizon as well in family, relationship, home, and work. The creative gets a little spur, and you get to stand in the spotlight. Let's get into why I'm saying this. And that first card placement is the Eight of Pentacles. That's the significator placement. It's like the general gist of the whole overall reading. And the Pentacles is the Earth signs domain, and you are one of these, Capricorn. And the Eight represents the refresh, rejuvenation in the area of those Pentacles, right? The material world, like that family, home, relationship, work, community, body, health, food and wine are the domain as Pentacles as well. So you want that refresh. And what's interesting, in the seventh placement of ourself, it's another extension of how we're feeling about ourselves, the Two of Pentacles. So again, a new start here as well, but it's a different. So I want the refresh in something I'm already doing, and I want it to be completely new. All right. And what's interesting, even here in that crossing card in that seventh placement, what's not allowing the Eight to kind of manifest and move on is the Three of Pentacles. So a lot of stuff going on in the material world here, and the Three is a celebratory state for an idea that takes a reality, right, in that material world. But the thing here, because it's crossing, it's like maybe you feel stagnant or held back in that direction. You don't want to stay in what you're doing right now, or you want to bring a refresh in any of those areas of the Pentacles and have a restart. Anywhere that you want to go and take this, you need to know that's why this month is about you building that confidence within your inner self, to know that your decision making is really fair and just. It's also based on integrity and analytical thinking and a fair heart. Okay, again, the combination of the material and the spirit here. So no being afraid of starting anything new, even if you have to leave the past behind, because it's such good favor here for you everywhere. In the third placement, in, like I like to say, God's direction for the week, is the King of Swords. So he's the favorable guy, the royal regal leader in the area of our thoughts. He's great for business and contracts, law, justice. It's a combination of what you're just we were talking about for you. It's a combination of the heart and our thought, our analytical thinking with our spirit. And it's interesting, through all the whole journey of the swords, I don't want to use any of my spirit. I don't want to use my heart. I just want to keep an emotional distance. But by the time we reach this guy, we could use both. So that's the clue. So if you need changes, let's say in work or family, that relationship, anywhere, that you need to take a lead role, do so with a good heart and a good head. All right, that's the combo. And here's like the kind of like the kicker to the month is the gut position, the fourth placement. The Five of Pentacles. Five is good luck in tarot and numerology, but you always have to get over something to get to the good luck in tarot. And again, more pentacles here, so it's tickling you everywhere this month. And it's been a change that's been happening for a while. It wants to loosen up those tight purse strings that you have in your attitude and your approach. I'm glad to see the High Priestess there and the outcome as well, that more spirit and more God and universe and different flavors are coming into you as well, Capricorn, which is really nice. So let's kick this guy to get the good luck. Okay, the thing about the Five of Pentacles, especially for earth signs, because you rule that domain, is the way that we're feeling. I'm an earth sign as well, Taurus. The way that we're feeling about the gold coin. Our accomplishments, our ego pride, all get thrown in there. And we're feeling a little lacking in those areas. It's mostly a narrative that's private to ourselves. It's that deep and intense. And it really can run the gamut. I had some crazy stuff happen in my mindset when I was doing it. But it's all about getting over that kind of thinking, getting out of that shadowland. Because this is the way we're feeling. We're feeling shameful and, not accomplished and, like a failure, or I don't have enough money, or if I don't have enough this. It's all crazy cockamamie, because the good luck in the irony about Five of Pentacles is all the pentacles are right there behind us. So they're right available to us. It's the way that we're thinking about it and our approach to it. So we need to break that. That's what's really happening here this month. And so blessed because it's so wonderful to be free of that kind of thinking. And what's interesting here too, the past reflection in that fifth placement, we have the Six of Pentacles. The six is celebratory state, and again in the area of that domain of Pentacles, right? But it's a gift of money. So let's say you got some money, you went on a trip, or you splurged for new stuff, or even paid off your credit card. The six is acknowledgement from the universe that you're worth it, okay? And maybe even saved up that money to do that kind of stuff. It's again, it's something for self. It's something for you that the God in the universe is acknowledging that you're worthy of this reward. So keep that kind of vibe going. And I love to see in the sixth placement of the present, the sun. So a major arcana card, it brings light into our life, or when we're selling ideas or doing a new refresh in that area of the material, the creative, everything gravitates to the sun, or we're putting ourselves out there in social situations or trying to get healthy again. The sun helps us do that. It gives a guiding light to us. But to the ancient tarot, it was opening up your heart and your head to kind of like a laser beam in there to get out all the negativity thinking, the anxiety, the fear, the insecurities, especially when we're seeing that Five of Pentacles there. It kind of zaps it all out. So believe in that energy, believe in that bright light, because that spotlight is on you in June, Capricorn, and it really probably feels very good, that warmth right now. And like I said, in the seventh placement, a direct ascension of self, the Two of Pentacles, new starts in the area of that material world, right? So don't be afraid of this. This is your domain. You lead this charge here. And now it's just a matter of asking you to rely on the spirit in that thinking along with the material, okay? Because so long, I think Capricorns and Earth signs as well always have to think about the material. It's survival. It's launching new stuff. It's getting things established, new family, all that runs the gamut, right? In the Pentacles. But now you're getting like a chance to keep or redefine what you're doing currently and move in new directions, or bring that refresh, rejuvenation that's probably so desperately needed to what you're doing currently, okay? So trust this. It's in your favor. It works really. It ignites that little flame in your heart and get it to be a roaring fire in no time. And how other people look at you as the boss. So that eighth position has other people view you. The Emperor Major Arcana card. And I love seeing this guy along with the King of Swords too in that third placement of God's placement, because other people look at you as a leader, right? The boss, he's good for business and contracts again, all those kind of domains. But also too, more importantly, when we see this guy in the exalted state along with the King of Swords, because that's how other people view you, don't be a bully, because I don't think that's what's happening, but that's the non-exalted state of the Emperor. So we don't want people thinking about that. But also, too, we can maybe have an emotional distance sometimes, right? Because we're trying to just use with the mindset or just honor the Emperor in our thinking or our actions, right? So go for the exalted state. It means that you have achieved it here, even though it's in the other ways of view you. It's still in your reading. And the exalted state is like the King of Swords. It's a leader, but with a fair and just heart and integrity, ethics, and character. And that's you at the end of the day, Capricorn. That's kind of your domain and your kick. So embrace it, right? And hopes and fears. This also tells me how tough everything's been for you and how like just getting around the turn of the wheel. The ninth place is our hopes and fears, and the Wheel of Fortune is the Major Arcana card. And when it appears for me, we've been on the downturn for so long, like we didn't even think we could be on the downturn that long. It just kept hitting and hitting and hitting. And now you know you're on the upswing again, but you're kind of looking over your shoulder for the next hit. And I'm not saying that crazy stuff doesn't happen, but the crazy, crazy stuff that happened to you over the last couple of years, especially with the wheel, it's not a small arc of time, it's over. And now when the wheel appears for me, it's new starts. We're on the upturn again. Time is on our favor. So this is, especially in this placement, the hopes and fears. So buy into the hope. The fear is just looking over your shoulder. And God supplied the sun and that analytical thinking and that good integrity and that refresh to be able to just focus on the hope here, because it does. It's a new start, all right? I can't even tell you. I've had it several times in my life, and it's a doozy, but it's really great because it's on the reward side. When the appears in a reading for me. And this is validated too in the 10 position in the outcome card, the high priestess. She's that spiritual, unique connection to God and the universe. It's like tarot, crystals, baking things with love with a little flavor, whatever you're doing that give kind of like the love out there and be of service. That's the high priestess. So really tap into that. She's a really beautiful card. She's a major arcana card, and it means that you've become this. So pat yourself on the back. You're embracing the spirit side of the fish. So this is really perfect because she brings warmth and love and a beautiful vibration of high energy. She's spiritual. She's magical. And that's you this month, okay? So tune into that. It really works magic for you as well. And buy into good friends too, Capricorn, okay? In that bonus card, the Four of Wands, a firm foundation in the creative, right? So wherever you need that refresh, wherever you need that boost of confidence or that support or just a creative idea, pull on those friends that are like-minded. That's the thing about the Four. You come together with people that are like you, right? And that's part of the journey, especially with the swords. You've learned who you are, what your identity, who you want to be, what you want to do, who you want to love, how you want to live your life. That's the whole journey of the swords. And congratulations, Capricorn. You really earned it. So let's go get that reward this month, okay? Follow the light of the sun. It's going to lead you where it goes. You're going to find the gold. Have a good one, guys. Oh, and if you're so inclined to like or subscribe, that would be awesome as well. Thanks, guys.